Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to create a Q&A video for you all because I wanted to reconnect and for us to kind of for you guys to get to know me a little bit better, because it's been ages since I've sort of done a Q&A, and obviously since then I've had a lot of you new subscribers, new followers, and I just thought, let me just do a Q&A and you guys can ask me any questions, hopefully not too personal, and I'll just answer them. So I just thought it's the best time to do it. Let me just fix up my hijab. Okay, so let's get started. I don't want to waste any more time because there's about 200 questions that you guys asked me. So let's get started. What's inspired you to start your own makeup line? Well, most of you would know that I am the creator and founder of AOM Cosmetics, which is Artists of Makeup Cosmetics, and I created my makeup line around 2 years ago is when we launched it. But I had been working for about a good 3 years before that, you know, working on samples and you know, testing out the products and all of that sort of behind the scenes stuff I did like previously to that. So it wasn't just something that happened overnight or something that I just thought, oh okay, let me try this. It was actually something I've been wanting to do for over 10 years, and I've been working as a makeup artist for over 17-18 years now. So it was naturally just the next step for me. So what inspired me is just to kind of create a makeup line that was going to be suitable to travel with, to use, to make it more easier to reach for things because you can see them through the clear palette windows. So it was just something that I really wanted to be useful, and something that I thought can be useful, and it would be something that I would actually use. So that's why I think all the colours, everything, all of you probably think, does this girl like work for AOM Cosmetics? But actually I'm the founder, and that's why I use it all the time, because it's literally what I would want in my own ideal makeup line. So I hope that answers that question. I'm just going to fix this hijab a little bit, it's getting a bit too high. Okay, so the next question is, what is the best eyeshadow colour for an evening event? For an evening event, I would say it depends on your eye colour. I mean, if you have brown eyes, I would tend to go for kind of plummy, purpley tones, or like maroony tones with browns. They look quite nice. If you have coloured eyes, green or blue, then you can pretty much wear any colour would look amazing. Like a smoky eye could look amazing. All eye colours will look amazing as long as the makeup is done right. But I would say if you've got brown eyes, then go for like a plummy, purpley shade of eyeshadow. What else can we use for cleansing and reducing face pimples or spots? With spots, you really have to understand your skin. You have to know whether it's something hormonal, which is why you're getting spots. So sometimes people break out and they think it's because of the new product that they've got or something like that, but usually, more often than not, it's actually your hormones. It might be the time of the month, it might be just sort of you're just stressed, and that's also hormonal. So that can cause your you know, you to have spots in certain areas. So there are different causes, but if you do suffer from pimples and spots, if they're quite severe, if they're like acne based, I would go and see a dermatologist, or go and see your doctor, who would refer you to a dermatologist, so a skin specialist, and then they can figure out whether it is something related to your body. For example, you may have like polycystic ovaries or underlying symptoms as well. So that's kind of the technical side. Otherwise, what I do when I have a spot, like I've got one right here, you can't see it, but what I tend to do is I would kind of dry it out. But the best thing that I would suggest is, if you can afford it, is to get Clarisonic. Clarisonic is by far the best cleansing device. Like, it doesn't even matter which cleansing lotion you use. I would say if you have a Clarisonic, it will just really cleanse and clean your skin properly. It really kind of clogs all the blocked pores. So whenever I get a spot, I always use my Clarisonic over that area, and then it kind of draws out all the kind of gunk and nastiness, and it dries it out as well. So that would be a good thing to try. Or also, if you want to try witch hazel, which is a natural substance which you can get over the counter, which is quite cheap actually, witch hazel, and you can just dab it on that area or dry it out. It's an antiseptic, and it will kind of try and help to sanitize the area, because obviously the reason you've got a spot is probably because you've got a bit of bacteria growing underneath the pore itself. What's the next question? what's the best foundation for dry skin? Now I'm only going to comment on AUM Cosmetics because they are the ones that I would recommend, because I use them so much. And if you do suffer from dry skin, then the Luminous Coverage Foundation is ideal for dry skin. And also you need to make sure that you're moisturizing your skin really well beforehand, so that you get a really nice dewy finish. Now there's no point using luminous foundation if you're not moisturizing your skin, so make sure you do moisturize your skin properly. And a good moisturizer would be, a lot of you know I love the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer. That's one of my favorites. Otherwise, if you have dry skin, then you can get more specific specialized products. If you go to the counters of Clarins or Clinique, those are kind of my favorites. And Shiseido, I use Shiseido actually, but it depends on your price range, so it depends on your price bracket. So I will try and do an updated skincare video for you guys, because a lot of you have also asked me that. What's the best way to conceal darkness around the mouth area for Indian Asian skin tones? Normally around the mouth area you want to correct the color, so normally you get a grey ashy tone around the chin area, or even for under eye circles. And I would suggest you go for like a salmony, or not necessarily too orangey, more of a salmon shade to correct any grey and ashiness, and then go over it with a concealer or heavy full coverage foundation on top. Who initially inspired you to get to where you are today? I think it just comes from a certain drive within. I've always been quite driven, I've always been quite determined, and I've always had a vision, I guess. I've always kind of had a focus and a drive, and it just comes from the fact that I think back in the day, like my grandparents or my ancestors, like I'm originally from Iraq, we have always been quite entrepreneurial, so it probably comes down to like even to a genetic level that I'm the way that I am. But yeah, I don't think I would be the type of person that would be good in a 9-to-5 job. I'm just not like that. I'm just kind of, I prefer doing projects, I prefer doing smaller kind of time frame type things, and being a makeup artist and doing what I'm doing at the moment is exactly what I want to do. Favorite makeup products? A lot of you know that I love my Extreme White Liner pen. I can't live without it. It is just my go-to eyeliner all the time, and I think a lot of you would agree. A lot of you have bought it yourselves and you would know what I'm talking about. When did you start wearing hijab and why? I started wearing hijab from the age of 9 years old, and it was hard because I was still in primary school, so I can go into that further, but like I wish that I wore it at the beginning of secondary school, so that it's kind of like a new start, new friends, new people. Because when I was 9 years old, it was difficult because all my friends, when they saw me in hijab, nobody wore hijab at my school at that time, so everyone was just like, what's going on? Why is she wearing this thing around her head? They didn't know what it was because nobody wore it at that time. I'm talking back in like 1990, so 1989, 1990 time. So I can go into my hijab story. If you guys want to hear that, then comment below and thumbs it up if you guys want to hear my hijab story. What did you use to fill in your eyebrows? Now this is the new product that I'm working on. I've called it Wonder Brow, and I can't reveal too much about it. You guys will understand why when I come down to doing it, because a lot of the products, sometimes when I kind of broadcast them on my YouTube channel, afterwards they actually turn into products that other companies then put their name on, and it's kind of like, I feel it's quite unfair that just because I'm a smaller, you know, fish in the sea, that other fishes that are bigger than me can maybe take my ideas and then, you know, make them as if they're their own. So I think that's quite unfair, so I'm kind of keeping everything hush until just before things launch, then I'll be able to announce it. But this is my Wonder Brow that I'm using, and yeah, I'll give you more insight once it's fully launched. Who inspired you to be you? I don't know in terms of what you meant, what that question means, but a lot of who I am, I guess, comes from who are around me. So like my family, that that's what Sammy calls family and friends. So I am I guess I'm heavily influenced by my parents. My dad is very calm and he's very mellow. My mum is a bit more heated and she's a little bit more she's got a bit more fire in her belly. So I've got like best of both worlds. My friends, I've got a good set of friends that influence me in a good way, and any friends that I had that didn't influence me in a good way, I had to say goodbye to, because I don't like having negativity around me. So I like to keep myself in a positive frame of mind, because I think this world as it is quite a difficult one, and you don't need people to bring you down or spread negativity in your life. So yeah, my family and friends inspired me to be who I am. What's your favorite lipstick? I have lots of favorite lipsticks. I like Kinda Sexy from MAC. I like my Nicely Nude from my AUM Cosmetics palette, which will be launching soon, and also Pretty in Pink, which I wear all the time, and all of you always ask me what lipstick colour that is. So that'll be launching soon. I also like, those are the main ones, and also for the red I like to wear the Lime Crime red one. That one's always a real sort of party popping red that I like to wear if I'm wearing a red dress or something. If you were in a deserted island, which I kind of am, but it's not deserted, I'm in an island, just hubby and Sam playing on the beach. What 5 products would you take with you? Okay, so I'm literally on an island, but I've not taken a lot of makeup, surprisingly enough. I've only taken my essentials, which is my Luminous Coverage Foundation, which I'm wearing, my So Pretty blush, my Extreme Eyeliner pen, my Wonder Brow. So is that 5 already? So those are, I guess, my 5, because then I would double up other products. Okay, squeeze in a 6th one, which is my lipstick. What do you do in your free time? I wish I had free time. I don't have free time. This is literally my free time, and I'm still doing something which I shouldn't be doing. I'm filming a video, but it's very rare that I have free time. So when I do, I still want to be able to connect with the people that support me, and with the people that show me so much love, and with the people that encourage me. And it's you guys motivate me, you guys keep me doing what I'm doing. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this, to be honest. So yeah, so if I had free time, I guess I'll be doing this. And how do I keep myself motivated? Motivation, it fluctuates. Sometimes I feel very motivated and I'll be doing loads of things and I'll bang a lot of things out. Sometimes I'll not feel so motivated, but the way that I try and motivate myself normally is to listen to an inspirational video, like those inspirational motivational videos, or like an inspirational speech, or I like to watch Oprah Winfrey videos on YouTube as well. They're quite nice to kind of get you motivated and to kind of get you re-inspired as well. What else? And also kind of like trying to figure out what it is you want to do, what it is you want to achieve, because sometimes you can lose track of where you're going and you can just be like heading somewhere that you don't really want to end up in, but it's just that's where the current is taking you. So sometimes you just have to reassess and think, right, where do I want to go, where do I want to be, what do I want to be doing? So I think it's very important to kind of look back, reflect, and see what it is you actually want to do. And I guess sometimes when I do these videos, it's an opportunity for me also to know where am I at, you know. It's like me answering the question for myself. So thanks guys for your Q&As. How do you handle being such a busy person and still being a really good mother? My priority at the end of the day is to be a good mother and a good wife and a good daughter to my family, and a good sister obviously, and a good friend. But yeah, so foremost is obviously to be a good mum. Otherwise I wouldn't have chosen to want to have children. So that's really important for me. So how do I handle it is I try and make time, and that's why I have no time, because literally every second is having to think about what I'm going to do with my time, and if I'm wasting it, then obviously it's not going to be productive. So obviously when I'm with my son, and if we're on holiday, then it will just be, you know, with him and being a mum and being there and playing and having fun. And then when it's me in work mode, then obviously my focus would have to be me working and me being in my element and doing what I need to do. Like I have my South Africa workshop coming up on the 13th of June. So on that day, and even before that, I'm going to have to obviously be preparing and be in that mental frame of work. But before that, I'm obviously on holiday and enjoying time with my son and my husband and just being, you know, together as a family and enjoying each other's company. But how do you handle it? I think you just have to be very, very organized and very strict with your time. Time management is one of the most important things in making sure that you make time for your family and for your career and for your friends. And I don't neglect any of that. I also make time for my friends in the evenings once Sam is asleep. I make sure that my husband makes time for his friends, so that we have a nice, well-balanced life together. Right, what is the best hijab to do if you're in hot temperatures? Normally I like to do it like this if I'm in a hot climate, because it kind of allows a bit of air to get through to the neck. This is kind of my go-to turban hijab style when I'm on holiday. So I will try, maybe after this, sorry about that, maybe after this video I'll film how I did this hijab style. What is your best moment ever in your life? My best moment ever in my life? It's yet to happen. My best moment ever in my life is yet to happen. There's been loads of amazing moments, but I don't define it as being the most amazing. They're all amazing. The day I got married, the day I had my son Sammy, the day, you know, there's so many days, there's so many amazing days that I've had, alhamdulillah. So I try and not just brand it as one amazing event or day. And I always think there'll be more amazing memories and more amazing things happening, inshallah, in the future as well. Blue is your colour, beautiful as always, mashallah. Thank you. This is like a really light blue. I like wearing colours like this when I'm on holiday, because I just can't wear things like this in London. It just does not go. Are you Arabian? How do you do your makeup so well? Mashallah, love it. Okay, yes, I am Arabian. I am Arabiya. I am from Iraq. I grew up in London all my life, but originally I am from Iraq. And my makeup, I've been wearing makeup, or I've been experimenting with makeup since I was like 13 at secondary school with my friends in the toilets trying to put eyeliner on. So and I've always been quite artistic. I've always loved drawing and colouring and painting and all of that creative stuff. So I guess when it comes to makeup, it just comes quite naturally, and I've perfected it and I've mastered it. And I prefer actually do makeup on others, because when I do my own makeup I always just do it quickly, because I'm a mum. I don't have time to kind of spend hours on makeup, but when I do it on my clients I really take my time. And yeah, and I'm such a perfectionist. Do you recommend a few modest outfits to wear on holiday? What to keep cool and yet covered? I have mentioned this before, that if you're trying to keep cool while on holiday as a hijabi, I would highly recommend you guys make sure you invest in cotton, 100% cotton or 100% linen clothing, okay, so that you can feel you know, your that your sweat is actually evaporating. Because if you're wearing polyester keeps the sweat in and it makes it smelly. And so just stay away from polyester and make sure you're wearing 100% cotton and 100% linen. Okay, and always wear light colours because they reflect the light. And I wear like very loose, so I'd wear like linen trousers, or like those Alibaba style trousers, or like those really wide trousers. And I like to wear like khadis with just a normal cotton top underneath, so that obviously, like I said, it's all nicely flowing, all the air can flow and all the sweat to cool you down can flow out. My brows don't grow back so well, and I don't like the shape I have now. It's not neat and slight patches. Any advice? There is a video that I've uploaded on how to grow your eyebrows. So it's my eyebrow growth potion, which is, I'm going to tell you how to make it. It's 1 part castor oil and 1 part coconut oil. Mix those two together and then apply it on your eyebrows, and you can apply it on your eyelashes as well every night, and you'll notice within about 40 days that your eyebrow hairs will actually grow thicker. And actually, after making that video, I had quite a few of you replied to me and say that it actually worked on you, so I'm so happy and so thrilled that it actually benefited some of you, and you guys were able to grow your eyebrows back. So try that and see if it works, okay? Do you believe that it's never too late to start over in terms of career, especially when it comes to pursuing one's dream? I believe it's never ever too late, ever. Even if you're like 80 and like you had this dream to do something, I think you should still do it, because it's never too late. Because you maybe turned 90 and you wasted 10 years not doing it. So I'm that type of person that I just feel like do it, and it's not like do it now. Like don't procrastinate and don't put things off. Just do the thing you need to do and move on and get on with it, and you would feel so much better, like you've achieved something. It's not just a case of it being a dream, you would have actually achieved it. You just have to make sure that you work hard towards that. So no, it's never too late. Alright guys, it's never too late. Let me just prop myself up a little bit because I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. If you wasn't a makeup artist, what would you have been doing? I would have probably gone down the avenue. Before I started actually doing it as a freelance makeup artist, what's wrong with this camera? Before I started working as a freelance makeup artist, I wanted to have my own bridal shop. That's how it started. Like after I got married, I thought I want to do my own business, and then I thought let me have a wedding shop, because I really enjoyed the whole like trying out wedding outfits and things like that. But then I thought I don't know anything about wedding dresses or anything like that, so I decided makeup. I'll do makeup because I know a lot about makeup already, and I loved it and I enjoyed it. But I also like decor, home decor and stuff. A lot of you know that I post up a lot of these kind of home decor inspirational ideas and stuff, so maybe I would have been like an interior designer. There's a little lizard over there and it's looking at me. This is what happens when you go to an exotic beach holiday. Do you plan on having any other children? Yes, inshallah, I do plan on having more children. So yes, that's definitely something that I would like to do. Why is it that when you film, like the camera is flipped and it's just hard to understand which way around you're supposed to correct something? Like, what is this? Let me just look down, because this is quite misleading when you look at the camera. Okay, that's better. What inspired you to be a makeup artist? Like, was it natural talent or did you have to work for it? It was obviously something that naturally came to me. So like I would be able to draw like eyes and faces and really kind of elaborate on the eyes. Like it wouldn't just be drawing an eye, or actually like making an eye look nice. So it then kind of went from paper to a face, and I was able to do that on the face. So it's something that came naturally. But then I crafted it. I mastered my craft, I guess, and practice makes perfect, and that's how I obviously improved and got better. And I'm still learning, I'm still improving every day. I never think you're too good enough or too good at what you do. You can always improve and you can always get better. How do you wear makeup when you have to do wudu? Every time I wash my face I have to redo my makeup. Do I use waterproof stuff or what? Okay, this is what I do, okay? Some of you are like, how are you doing your wudu? This is what I do, okay? Before my dhuhr prayer, I will do my wudu, I will do my makeup, and then I will keep my wudu until maghrib time. And I have that talent, like I don't go to the toilet that often, I don't drink that much water, and I don't do the other stuff that, you know, would actually cancel out your wudu. So I just have that ability. Not everybody may have that, so that's what I do. I keep my wudu, I don't redo my wudu, because I've always kept it, if you know what I mean. And I do my salat as normal. Like if you can do that, if you can hold from going to the toilet or going to the loo or whatever, then just do that. Just do your wudu for before the dhuhr, and then do your makeup, and then you're done. And then just as soon as you've done your maghrib prayer, or even like sometimes afterwards, you know, like maghrib time in the summer is late in the evening, so you can still go, you know, you'd be home by then or whatever. So I think it's doable and it's practical, so I don't think it's too complicated. Lily 123, she's written, what's your favorite makeup product, and say my name please. So there you go, I said your name, Lilian. Nice name actually. What's your favorite makeup product? My favorite makeup product, just generally, like what do I I really appreciate foundation. I think foundation can really, you know, give you that flawless look, and I really, you know, and obviously all the makeup, I just love makeup, so mascara, eyeliner, you can't sort of can't just stop at one product. So what was your first job as a makeup artist and how did you get it? Right, it all kind of happened by accident. I was actually working in a pharmacy in Marble Arch, which is near Oxford Street, which catered for cosmetic, like it had two sections. It had for cosmetics and perfumery. So that was actually my first job. I went up the whole of Oxford Street from Tottenham Court Road right through to Marble Arch, handing out my CV to different stores. I was going to just basically get a retail job after I finished secondary school, after finishing my GCSEs, and then and then afterwards I went into so many different stores, and then the last one that I went into thinking, okay, I'm tired now, I'm like, I spent hours just walking up Oxford Street handing out my CV, and then it turned out that the guy that worked in that last one, Marble Arch, knew my dad, so it was quite lucky, and it was just by chance. And my dad said, look, I'm gonna see if he's okay to give you an interview, and I was like, you made me, like, I went up the whole of Oxford Street, like, you could have made this easier for me had I known that. Anyway, so I was interviewed by this pharmacy. It's called Bliss Chemist or Bliss Pharmacy. It's changed now, but it was such an amazing place to work as a first job. It had all, like, it had makeup, it had like high-end makeup, Christian Dior, Lancome, Clarence. Like, I got to learn so much from working on those. It wasn't even a makeup counter, so it's like a high-end kind of pharmacy, and they had perfumes. It's like what I am now. Like, what I love to do is makeup and perfumes, and I worked. That was my first job, and it was like fate. It was meant to be, like God started my path in that way, alhamdulillah. So that's how it started. That was my first job. So I was working behind a counter, and I was selling makeup and perfumes, and I would, you know, to make it fun and to make the time go by, I would do makeup on customers, you know, makeovers and things like that, and that's how I got more experience, and I learned how to do makeup on different people. So yeah, you brought a nice memory back to my mind, so thank you for that. It was nice to reflect back on how it all started. So thank you for your lovely question. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? Now, with YouTube, I used to, when I was pregnant, I used to watch pregnancy vlogs on YouTube, because I thought, I don't know what's going on, like, now that I'm pregnant, so what's the best way? Was to watch YouTube sort of pregnancy videos, and I came across a few. But then also at the same time was looking at those pregnancy videos, I used to come across like makeup videos, and I came across like Goss Makeup Artist and Pixie Woo at the time, and Candy Johnson, so like all the originals. And it really inspired me. Like, I thought, well, I can document what I'm doing, because at the time I was obviously working in makeup and I was doing bridal makeup, and I thought, why don't I like film my makeovers that I do on brides and the transformations, and and a lot of the brides at the time, they would agree, and I would do their transformation and I would do their makeup. But nowadays, because obviously I'm kind of well known in the YouTube and Instagram world, people are a bit more reluctant for me to film them, so that's why you haven't seen many like real bridal transformations, because not everybody wants their face on camera without makeup early in the morning, looking, you know, obviously barefaced without makeup. So that's the reason you don't see those videos as much anymore. But I do have one coming up who is a friend of mine, and she let me film, so I will try and edit that soon. But I'm quite sad that I'm not able to do those real bride transformations anymore. If you are a real bride that decides to book me, hopefully you'll be okay with me filming it. Otherwise, I would probably just continue and make bridal transformations, but on models, because I love doing those. I love doing the actual real bride transformations. I thought that it was amazing to see a real person being transformed from no makeup to full makeup. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Time. In 5 years time, I'll probably still be doing what I'm doing, because I love it so much. It's part of who I am, and it's part of, you know, who I've become. But obviously I would want to have established artists of makeup to be either in a store, or for us to have our own store somewhere, So yeah, a lot more development, a lot more products, and I don't know, I've got other ideas for products and even non-makeup related things. So I have so many different ideas that I haven't focused completely on what I want to do for the next 5 years. I've got just a short-term kind of goal which I've set myself, but yeah, it will probably still be within doing what I'm doing and just trying to grow AOM Cosmetics into a more sort of a worldwide brand, I guess. Could you post more of your holiday outfit pics, please? Oh, my battery's going to die. Could you post more of your holiday outfits? I will post more of my holiday outfit videos. I will do a part 2 to this video, probably with a different outfit on, because I need to charge a battery and the sun is setting, it's going down, and I don't know if I'll be able to answer all these other questions because there were over like 250 questions on here. So I hope that's been a good 30 minutes, half an hour of my Q&A, and I look forward to posting number 2 for you, so stay tuned for that.